Hey, good afternoon, everyone. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning going on now for Rapides Parish, and I figured I'd jump on because I'm just kind of hanging out here and we would talk about it for a little bit. Pulling everything together now, I was a little surprised to see the warning. It's not one of those setups where we're really set up for strong, damaging wind, but it does look like this cell has come together enough to necessitate this warning. AEX showed a gust of 44 knots. So that is right at about 50 miles per hour, and it looks like the core of that cell is kind of dropping out right now. So if you're up near the airport, if you're along 49 up there between Boyce and Rapides Station, that's where this storm is right now, and that severe thunderstorm is going to continue to push toward the northwest. Now, this kind of cell here, we're not really looking for a long-lived system out of this. In fact, with that core dropping out, that means all the rain and precipitation and any small hail or anything, which I doubt there probably is any, that's all going to go ahead and fall out of this. And that's when that wind is going to come down and hit the ground. It spreads out. You get your traditional kind of downburst there, and that's what we're looking at with this severe thunderstorm warning. That core of this thing right over 28 West, so Coliseum between near Versailles to almost to Gardner. That's where this cell has kind of squared up. And I actually have some rain falling at the house now. The wind really did pick up, and you can see that outflow that's shooting out from this system toward the north. Now, there is a little more development here to the southeast. This is probably, due to this other outflow that's kind of catching this from behind. And what's going to happen here is I think these storms are going to move into more stable air, and we'll see these weaken as they approach Alexandria. Could see some heavy rain out of this, though, and some gusty wind like we saw it at the airport with a 44-knot gust. Let's pop on the lightning. Lots of lightning. There's your severe thunderstorm right there. You can see this one down here when it was near Cheneyville had a lot of lightning. Not quite as much right now, as that is probably going to go into a weakening phase. And then you can see what I'm talking about back here. Everything is kind of behind that big outflow, and it all weakens. It's going to go away in a couple hours for everyone, and we'll see those rain chances drop off. But we do have this one warning, so I wanted to hop in and show you what's going on. Yeah, definitely some crazy downpours out of these. Lots of lightning. And you can see this storm here that's moving across the river through Natchez toward Faraday, Clayton, Vidalia, and eventually Jonesville. That's going to meet up with this outflow, and we could see around Jonesville or just north toward Harrisonburg, we could see a little bit of an uptick in that area. So let's take a look at the cameras right now. I think I still have them sitting in show prep. So yeah, so Alexandria, nothing too dramatic right now on this angle. Actually, what I'll do is pop up my login so I can get in here and move things around just a little bit, and this would be one where I want to move toward the northwest. All right, let's do that. See if we see anything out there. We had a pretty dramatic view on this camera earlier, and I just posted that reel of what was happening earlier near Stellies. That was pretty crazy stuff there. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything here. Just some clouds. That's Coliseum right there, and oh, that's kind of cool. Actually, whenever this moves, you'll get to see the edge of it. There we go. That's a pretty neat view right there. Not a tornado right there. That's actually just the rain that's falling down kind of in sheets there. And you can see that when that hits the ground, it kind of moves out. And that is just everything hitting the ground and spreading out right there. So that is a pretty good indication, good view of the gusty winds coming out of this storm. And I don't think any other areas are going to have anything on them right now. So yeah, that's our most dramatic view right there on the Alexandria Skycam, looking out from the Cenla Broadcasting Tower on Texas Avenue. And here is the radar that kind of correlates with that. And let me take off the lightning, pause it, and there you go. I know a lot of folks doing stuff for Father's Day. This is pretty much what we've been thinking was going to happen. Those scattered storms would pop up. In some areas, you're getting nothing. In some areas, you're getting a severe thunderstorm. That warning goes until 5:45. I think it's going to be out of here long before that. So let me see. There is a special weather statement as well. Let's see. Yeah, so it's for downburst wind, for the wind gusts near the Kincaid Lake area. and now just north of that up toward 49. So if you are driving from about exit 90 to 98 there, that's where this is going to be coming through, maybe a little further west into Boyce. And then we have this new cell that's developing on the southeast side of Alexandria, and that's going to come through and give us all a good dose of rain here in town. I'm just looking at the camera here to make sure nothing crazy is happening. Let me see what wind speed I topped out at with this. I don't believe this one is going to be a real accurate, that I'm going to have to check that wind monitor on this one. It only popped up to about 20, which is possible, though, as the outflow came across the area. So there's your special weather statement for this area here in northeastern Rapides Parish, and then we have that severe thunderstorm warning that, since we're here, I might as well do this so I can see if we can actually see the core of this thing dropping out. It's been a minute. There we go. I'm going to cut through the storm, take a look at it, see what we have going on here. Sorry, I got a cat sneezing in the background. Should be old news by now. That top of the storm, the heavier stuff, is up there around 30,000 feet. And it really looks, I think they were saying 37,000 feet a few minutes ago. So yeah, see, okay, this is a great illustration of this. Check this out. So at 4:42, 17 minutes ago, there's your big core of this thunderstorm. And watch how this thing just dumps out of it. Boom, warning issued. There it goes, hitting the ground. Cell's going to weaken. Okay, so that's a really nice look at how things are going with this cell. That should weaken fairly quickly. Could still bring some pretty gusty wind, perhaps up to 60 miles per hour as that kind of finishes out there. And then I'm watching these cells here to the southeast. These should weaken here in the next half hour or so as well. We have these outflow collisions that will cause more development to the north for Grant, LaSalle, maybe up into Wynn and Natchitoches Parish. But for us, for now, this warning, I believe, will probably go away here in 5 to 10 minutes, if not sooner. But it still could be really windy for the next little while. So if you are out and about, you want to be careful as we have that cell. And then I'm going to take you back over real quick to show you the camera, show you one thing. Look at that. You have another little weak cell developing there. So that's why I love looking out at these broad scale views here. You've got the little rain foot there where wind is gusting and surging out from this, but then you have another little cell forming over here. Nothing significant there, but it's just pretty to look at sometimes. So that severe thunderstorm warning, I believe, is going to go away fairly quickly as the core of this storm is most definitely dumping out of it right now. But that's the time when you get the strongest winds out of these. So I'm going to get out of here. Just wanted to pop on since I had just, done my live an hour or so ago and had everything pretty much set to go. And, I do this anyway because it's what I like doing. So one more look at radar. There's your warning. There's your storm weakening. And here is the next one that's going to come up and give us a decent dose of rain for the rest of Alexandria. Big view. Lighter rain out here that'll go away. You see along that outflow, that's where everything's kind of popping up. Still drier out to the west. So Vernon, you might get away with no rain out of this one. But you can see that outflow surging. So we'll watch it, see what's going to happen here. But that's it for me for right now. Have a wonderful rest of your Father's Day, and hopefully this is the only time I'll be jumping on to say hey to you.